Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room.
There he goes. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that.
It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. In this rivalry, you could just about write the history of the game. Rockney and Fielding Yost, Schembechler and Holtz, the Rocket and Desmond Howard. So many great moments in this rivalry, which has been played since the 1800s.
So many great moments, so many great plays, great players. And how about the uniforms? Just clean, beautiful, pristine unis.
This is just classic college football. And because of all those names that Reese just ripped off, this game always seems to come down to the final play.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Underwood. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive from the 42. Gets the back moving. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
How can you run the same play twice like you just did that? Like, there ain't no way that was 8 plays ago. That's crazy.
Physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the...
Bro, you just did. You just did.
These guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of...
Yes, it's supposed to be a play lock. You can't be able to run that same play again.
This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
They're testing the right side here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got a chance. Knocked down at the 34.
About to jet sweep me to death, all right.
It's a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. The snap sets up to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for space. It's Haynes. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll try the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. There's no logical reason these two shouldn't play every year in proximity. Both powerhouses, but squabbles get in the way from time to time, guys.
They sure do, and I think Notre Dame being an independent always makes things tricky and difficult. At the same time,
I gotta be like you now.
each and every season.
And just make it happen. We've lost so many rivalries in sports because of money, because of conference realignment. We don't need to lose another one.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Haynes. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
They'll go right back to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Under fire. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This guy is officially nice job by the offense, dude. Continue to pick at it until they stop.
Oh, you a fool, bro. That's why I like playing you, man.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone.
All right, now my defense. It's time for us to step up now. Here we go. Let's stop playing. Let's go.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Hatcher. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quarterback in trouble. Just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Okay, that play was kind of nice. That was okay.
He had been running wild.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take
So he's just breaking every fucking tackle. That's crazy.
Fighting Irish.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
We'll You'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Using his legs, it's Love. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Dropping back, it's Carr. Right on the money. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Unloads it left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. And he's knocked down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Grab near the marker. It's Klein. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Good shit, I pressed the wrong button.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
On the run, it's Long. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback to take a breath and exhale.
The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Marshall. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration.
That's what that shit's stupid, bro. I think the update fucked it up.
Backfield, they make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Price. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Picks up the 1st down. Still running at the 40. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. In the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. Plows through the defense. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Man. On the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
They've given up some yards, and they're not in a great spot, but here's the good thing. The defense is up a couple of possessions. If you force a field goal here, it becomes a lot harder to lose this football game. So don't be too aggressive. Play back. Try to get the stop or try to force the field goal.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Brought down.
I don't call no pass interference in this motherfucking game, boy. You just grabbed me the whole way.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 15 at the 16. That's a solid pickup on that one.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run the toss. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's going to let it go. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense is.
You can take a knee so I can go eat real quick.
Their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll test the right side. Got room at the 35. Oh, he found a space on the touchdown, Notre Dame. And they take it in for 6 more points.